Okay, so I'm about at a point where all the non-primered pieces are ready to go. I test fitted everything. So now I'm gonna pull this door off next. Then I'll pull the door panel, all the trim pieces, everything inside of it too, because I'm gonna prime inside and out of this door, jambs and all. All right, door is fully stripped. It's got all the trim, everything off it. Yes, check it out. Look, every single clip I saved. None of them are broken. None of the clips are broken. So now this is ready to scuff and ready to get ready for paint. Well, I got to pull off the other door now and repeat the process. Just restored these. I think I have some footage of that. And a light bulb. this off. But it's just a really, really, really light texture coat. Take off your hinges because they always rust underneath them, and then same thing on the chassis side, they'll rust on the chassis side. These headlight brackets look absolutely terrible. I'm gonna pull them the rest of the way apart. I'll take the headlights out, take the motors off, and we got like stripped screws in here, so I'll be removing those and we'll be replacing those too, along with all the rescue hardware. So I just tossed this one on the right in the sandblaster. I wasn't trying to completely blast it. I was just trying to get like all the surface rust out of the creases and seams like you would see on this one. So yeah, I got rid of all of that. Now I'm gonna take the other one, throw that in the sandblaster, then I'll scuff these things up and we'll paint them. All right, so now we've got the headlight motor. Next, I'm gonna take this apart and we're gonna clean it up. First, I'm gonna clean the aluminum case with a wire brush, and then we'll take the black covers off and we'll paint those. Okay, that was stage one. Note the difference. We're not done with the aluminum yet though. Let me clean up the second one. All right, so they're both wire brushed down. Now to get this aluminum a little cleaner. So you might have seen this in one of my older videos, but we're gonna use some aluminum brightener today. This is like the best aluminum brightener on the market. I'm not gonna douse these things in it. I'm just gonna kind of dab some on it. So we're just gonna dab this on there. Don't want to get them completely soaked. You still got to wipe this off. But I'm gonna just work this in there a little bit. All right, I just scrubbed it in with the wire brush. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that came out pretty good. All right, now let's pull these things apart. I've already taken the top screw cap off of this one. It looks like that, it's just a Phillips head. Then we'll take off these two screws right here. One. So what you're gonna wanna try to do is push this stem down as you pull up. It's a magnet in there, so you're probably not gonna be able to get it up by itself. Nope. The shaft almost always comes with it because it's a magnet in there. We're gonna clean up these magnets, a little bit of rust on them. Same thing within here, just a touch. I'm gonna take this and, ooh, look, spring came off. Wonder if these even worked with that spring missing. All right, take this, toss that sucker back in there. There we go. Set that aside like that. Both of these have a seal, as you can see. There's a seal there and a seal on the top one. Try not to rip them. If you do, you're gonna have to put some RTV in or something. All right, we got these two pieces off now. I'm gonna sand these down and then we'll get these painted too. This one's clean, super clean inside. No surface rust to clean up on that one. Be sure when you're pushing that thing back over, you pull the spring over, because if not, because these ride right up against it. If not, you'll like smash the spring. So always like push one side on and then in. All right, I'm gonna remove these stickers, then sand these down with 220, follow that up with 400, and then we'll spray them. I even painted up the little shells that the headlights sit in. So there's many different ways to go about coating parts. Everybody has their preferred method. I would definitely say powder coating is at the top of the list for longest, most durable finishes. But for parts like this that are like low-ish wear items where they're not getting constantly touched all the time, but you still need a durable finish, the product I like to use, Duplicolor High Performance Wheel Coating. And then we have Duplicolor Matte Wheel Clear Coat. So I use these two in combination and it gives you a nice little sheen. This stuff is really durable. It's made for wheels, so it's good for like, you can degrease on top of it and pretty resistant to scratches as well. But now that I've got all the pieces all painted, I'm gonna let them dry for a little bit and then we'll get this stuff assembled. Now, we're gonna wanna make sure that this is all the way seated, and it is. Next, careful with this because it's a magnet, so it's gonna wanna stick to the sides to try to, see what I mean? You gotta be careful that the magnet doesn't come too far up and come out. these two screws right here are your adjustment knobs for your headlight. This is left to right, and then this is up and down. So if your headlights are like pointing all crazy, this is how you adjust them.
Got some new stainless screws to hold this in.
Still gotta finish these doors and the hatch.